Boxing Features.
Hello and welcome to the Boxing Features Review Show, the weekly series where I take a look at all the biggest fights that happened over the past weekend. Before I start, make sure you hit that subscribe button for plenty more Boxing Features content just like this. Give it a like and a comment while you're there. Also, a lot of great and interesting fights this weekend. So without further ado, let's get to the fights.
Boxing Features.
A lot of big things happened in boxing this weekend, so I'm going to start off by quickly going over the US shows. We'll start off Jaron Ennis, great performance over Sergey Lipinets, got the knockout, but in a really entertaining fashion, really entertaining fight, as always is the case with Lipinets. However, he couldn't beat this fantastic prospect in Jaron Ennis. One of two brilliant welterweight performances this week. And then we move over to the top rank show, Joe Smith Jr. versus Maxim Vlasov for the WBO light heavyweight title, and it was a fantastic and close fight, and some people saw the decision as controversial. It was a very razor-thin decision towards Joe Smith Jr. Some people said that was a robbery even. I disagree with that. It was an incredibly close fight that could have gone either way. It could have been a draw. One judge even gave it a draw, but the other two gave it to Joe Smith Jr. So he is your new champion. And I don't know. I didn't score this one. Just thoroughly entertaining fight. And maybe even there'll be a rematch. On the undercard, F.A. Ajagba, heavyweight galore at the minute, and he smashed through Howard, didn't he? Knockout of the year candidate, maybe. It was absolutely brutal. And at the moment, it looks like the world is F.A. Ajagba's oyster. Wasting no time, we'll move straight on to the Matchroom show this weekend, and it was thoroughly entertaining. All the way from the bottom of the card, we had Gentleman John Hedges. He moved to 2-0. Heavyweight Nick Campbell, he got his first professional win. Cash Farouk in a fantastic fight against Espinoza. Really close, but Farouk showed his class, and it just once again proves to me that he is a tremendous talent who can really go places. And then we had the three big fights. Ebony Bridges versus Shannon Courtenay for the WBA Bantamweight female title, and epic. That's all I'm saying. Epic. Two women, two fantastic fighters going at each other for 10 rounds. What a watch, what a fight. Hats off to both of them for staying in there. They both took a lot of punishment. Ebony Bridges, how did she survive that round 6? She took everything. Courtenay threw the kitchen sink at her, and then we saw that eye. Bridges made the joke after the fight about her eye. It was now bigger than her boob. The swelling was nasty. In the end, Courtenay got the decision. She is your new champion. Hopefully she wastes no time and faces Rachel Ball in that rematch. Everyone wants it. I can't wait. And what a great fight, and what a boost for women's boxing. And talking of women's boxing, another great female fighter defended her world title, Savannah Marshall. It was a late replacement in opponent, but Marshall showed her power, class, and the fact that she isn't afraid to sometimes take a shot to get her opponent out of there. Straight away, calling out Claressa Shields. Let's have it. Claressa Shields, it's the fight we all want. It's the fight that makes sense, and it's the fight that could set women's boxing alight. I really hope they make this fight main event time. I did not know what to expect going into it. Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas. Vargas, we all know for being a tough contender. Been in there with the best. Only been knocked out previously by Virgil Ortiz Jr. In my opinion, the future of boxing, that is. Danny Garcia, one of the hardest hitting punchers in the welterweight division, and Errol Spence, who is arguably number one in the welterweight division, whether you're a Spence guy or a Crawford guy, and is definitely in the pound for pound top 10 conversation. And Conor Benn done something no one has ever done before. He went in there, started the first round, he was on the back foot. He was happy to be on the back foot. 60 seconds had passed. He hit Vargas with a razor sharp 1-2 straight down the middle. And from then, Vargas just looked like he couldn't take that power. Here comes explosive Conor Benn with unbelievable combinations, unbelievable shot selection, and brilliant accuracy. It was absolutely phenomenal. And after 90 seconds, the ref stepped in. Vargas was in no position to continue. I completely agree with the referee. He was complaining after, but no, he was taking incredible punishment. Here we go. Conor Benn, I've said it. People need to start giving him more respect, and I think people are giving it to him after that performance on Saturday night. He just entered the elite welterweight division. Who does he fight next? He's on about Amir Khan. I like the Amir Khan fight. He needs to stay away from those top 5 welterweights, maybe even top 10 for now. Let's build him up. He's only 24 years of age, and he could, I repeat, he could become the next British pay-per-view star, because he's that exciting and he does that amount of views. He gets numbers, and obviously he's the son of Nigel Benn, but that doesn't matter anymore. He's cemented himself as a fantastic fighter, a fantastic young fighter, and a fantastic fighter that is still improving. I cannot wait to see what happens now. David Avanesian's a great fight. It's tough, it's hard, it's a gamble, but I love that David Avanesian fight for Conor Benn. Maybe you want to have one more fight before that, but I also like Adrian Broner. Broner's a huge name, and again, maybe not this fight, maybe the next fight. Adrian Broner probably isn't the fight he once was, but that'd be beautiful, wasn't it? Just the build-up. Imagine to that. Adrian Broner versus Conor Benn. That, for me, is mouth-watering, and I would love that fight. Again, just for the build-up alone. The fight would be something in itself. It'd be a very unpredictable fight, that one. As I say, because we don't know how much Broner has got left. We don't know what Broner will turn up, and we don't know how much Benn will even improve between now and his next fight. He's improving that rapidly, and I certainly can't wait to follow his journey.
Boxing features.
That's it for today's show. Make sure you join me on Friday for the preview show, where I will be looking at Demetrius Andrade versus Liam Williams, and that will be a cracker. Make sure you subscribe in the meantime. There's plenty more boxing features content I know you will enjoy. And as ever, thanks for watching.
Boxing features.